Hey everyone, this is Z Rose, and I'm here to talk about One Piece Chapter 922. Now, if you haven't seen any of my work before, that's because Shueisha actually took it down. I had two videos where I did a lot more editing and a lot more formatting for chapters 920 and 921, but I used images and it apparently wasn't transformed enough or in service of the review enough that I didn't get a copyright strike. So I have two copyright strikes on a channel that I've only been uploading for less than 2 weeks. So I'm a bit nervous, and perhaps you can forgive me for being so. So I'm going to be still doing manga reviews, but no images. I just can't afford a third strike, and they seem a bit trigger happy. Again, in Japanese law, they might have every right, but I'm not a lawyer, and honestly, I'll probably lose if I compete, so they'll stay, and I will have two strikes for another 3 months. But enough about my issues. Let's talk about the Straw Hats' issues, because they've got a ton of them. Or a big one. It's Kaido. Shenron decided to go on and visit the situation properly in the town of Leftovers. He's pissed off, he's annoyed, and he's drunk. All the terrible situations that you don't want to be faced with in front of an emperor. And again, this is actually a really cool illustration of how the emperors are completely selfish, self-centered, and egotistical. I mean, Big Mom has overeating, Kaido is an insufferable drunk, it seems, and Luffy is... he's Luffy. We've followed him for 900 chapters. We know how one track he is and how he will always work to get his way. And that's why Luffy's an emperor now. He has the temperament for it. So Kaido's at the town of Leftovers. Everyone is really, 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 really nervous that there's an Emperor of the Seas just flying over there, probably prepared to destroy everyone. The samurai, Shutenmaru, is also nervous, and he's getting his people out, and it is confirmed that he is one of the retainers. Kaido recognizes him from his assault on Odin Castle 20 years ago. Again, I called that, but there's no video evidence of that anymore, so... But then again, anyone who saw the silhouette from last chapter would notice it too. So, everyone's nervous because there's a drunk dragon over their heads, and so Luffy does what Luffy does and confronts it head on. He goes down the mountain to try to save the town originally, because that's his primary goal up there. And then Law goes after him, and all the other Straw Hats, minus two of the retainers, begin to follow Luffy. Another thing to bring up is apparently Kinemon and Osuru are in a relationship, and that's so sweet. I mean, I'm not a shipper, but they make a good pair. I mean, Block Woman and Firefox make a decent, lovely couple. I don't know how their ages are now, because there's now an age difference, it seems, and a time difference. I don't know if originally Kinemon was the older of the couple, and then Osuru passed him because he took his hiatus from the time-space continuum. But I think it's a nice couple, and it's a one line that you can easily miss. So, or maybe she isn't even with him. He may just be concerned. Now, backtracking a little bit, we also see the retainer's reaction to Momonosuke, who still transforms on and off into his dragon form. And again, they're concerned that their lord is the same kind of monster that Kaido is. Again, going back to Punk Hazard, we saw Kinemon's reaction to dragons in general, when he and Brook destroyed that one generic Vegapunk dragon. So it makes sense for them to be perturbed, and it's in character for them to be nervous around Momonosuke there. And it also ties together again to what Wano actually thinks Devil Fruit abilities are. They're still kind of focused on them acting like jutsus, and I don't know if they even make the distinction that yeah, they're devil fruits. They might just think, okay, these are my jutsus, and Momonosuke has a dragon no jutsu. So, moving along down the plot, Hawkins tries to defuse the situation of drunk overlord Shenron by telling him that the Straw Hats are on the mountain at Odin Castle. It's a complete bold-faced lie, but because Hawkins is a fortune teller, he might just have made that lucky guess naturally. That's in character of Hawkins to be able to make that guess, even if he was thinking that he was lying. And it also ties into how the three headliners that used to be the Kid Alliance treat Kaido. Again, even though Hawkins has seemed to be the most loyal out of everyone we've seen so far, we have seen Apu message Kaido and Adenda and Mushi, but we've only seen Hawkins actually be a subordinate of him. And again, they're kind of just there to survive. Hawkins isn't trying to cause tension. He's just trying to defuse the situation and push Kaido to an empty ruin. Which is... He's one of the smarter supernovas for that. But Kaido takes his advice and one-shots the castle. Instantly one-shot with his dragon breath. And the Straw Hats were there. I mean, they're fine. I mean, is anyone convinced that the Straw Hats are dead from a one-shot of an emperor? They're fine. I don't know how. I don't know what they did to survive the blast, or if they just moved out of the way, because it was primarily targeted at the castle, not the grounds. But anyway, one shot, and Kaido's still floating above the town of leftovers. But then Luffy does what Luffy does and escalates the situation to no recovery. He takes a third-year fist and pounds him straight in the forehead. And that's it. Luffy won. That's the Wano arc. Kaido's defeated. I don't know how they're moving forward with this. This is different from anyone just confronting a emperor. This isn't Big Mom running into Brook or any of the Sweet Commanders running into Luffy. He's one-on-one with the Emperor now. There has to be some way for them to separate the situation, but they might just start fighting and keep fighting until they're separated for some reason. And it's really, really, really interesting. But I have no idea how to speculate on it. I have no idea where it could go. I mean, he's literally over top of Kaido's head. Unless Law transports him halfway across the island, they still have the raging dragon. There's no recovering from that. Anyway, I thought this was a really good chapter, and again, Shueisha, no images. I'm in the clear. These are my thoughts. Please don't destroy my channel. This is Eros. Thanks for watching.